Hello once again. Welcome to example 3 on the change of subjects that I started with you in the previous videos. In the previous videos, we started learning about change of subject, and I've done a detailed explanation on what it means to make a particular variable the subject in a given equation, and we've solved some examples on it as well in the previous videos, and I hope you all understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. So this is a continuation to solve another example with you so that you get a good understanding of it. So this is example 3. It means we've already done example 1, 2 and 3 in the previous videos, and I will advise that you do well to watch the previous videos because the previous videos lays the foundation, the basic explanation that you need, okay, the basic knowledge and understanding that you need. I've done all those explanations in the previous videos, particularly the first video, so please do well to watch them so that you get a good foundation to be able to handle this session as well. As I said, this is just a continuation to solve another example with you so that you get a good understanding of it. Okay, so do well to watch the previous videos, and please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please do well to follow the page as well. So let's go ahead and solve the example 3 that I have on the board. So example 3, it says make S the subject of the following. So A, I have 2y plus 3 equals 5s minus 18. Okay, and B, I have ry plus 2s equals ts plus 4. Okay, so we have to make S the subject in each of the given equation, and what that means is that we have to make S stand alone. Okay, making S the subject means that we have to make S stand alone in that equation, and what that means is that everything that is attached to S, we are going to move it away so that S can stand alone. Okay, and that is we making S the subject. Okay, and I've explained this a lot in the previous video, so we are using the same understanding to handle this session as well. Okay, so let's start with the A. Let me write down my solution and let's do it together. Okay, so I have 2y plus 3 equals 5s minus 18. Okay, so we have to make S the subject from this equation, meaning that we should make S stand alone. Okay, so the first thing to do is to move this negative 18 away. Okay, so you can see that we have 5s minus 18 here. So this minus 18 is attached to the 5s, and we want to make S stand alone, and making S stand alone means that everything which is attached to S, we are going to move it away. So this minus 18, we are going to move it away. Okay, so it will cross the equal sign, come and join the 2y plus 3, which is here, and that is the first step. Okay, and don't forget that when anything crosses the equal sign, the sign it has changes. Okay, so it is minus 18 here. When it crosses the equal sign to that side, it becomes positive 18. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. So I have my 2y plus 3 here, and this minus 18 will cross the equal sign and come and join it, so it becomes plus 18, then equals to the 5s, which is here. Okay, now we know that this 3 and the 18, they are like terms. Okay, so we can simplify them. The 3 and the 18, we can add them. Okay, so let's simplify them because they are like terms. So I'm going to repeat my 2y, which is here. 3 plus 18, it gives 21. Okay, so 2y plus 21 equals 5s. Okay, so now we have to go ahead and make sure that S is standing alone. Okay, so now we have 5s equals 2y plus 21. Okay, so we have to make S stand alone. So the 5 and the S, they are multiplying. So what we need to do to get S to stand alone is to divide through the equation by the coefficient of S, which is the 5, okay, because the 5 and the S, they are multiplying. So for you to get S stand alone, you are going to divide through by the coefficient of S, which is the 5. So I'll divide here by 5 and here also by 5, so that this 5 and this 5 will cancel. So I have my 2y plus 21 all over 5 equals to S. Okay, so let's rewrite it as S equals to 2y plus 21 all over 5, and that is our final answer for making S the subject from the given equation. You can see that S is standing alone, nothing is attached to S, so it means we've made S the subject. Okay, so S equals to 2y plus 21 all over 5 is the answer, okay, for making S the subject from this equation. Okay, so that's your final answer. I hope the explanation is clear enough and you understood it as well. So let's go ahead and handle the B as well. Okay, so the B, I have ry plus 2s equals to ts plus 4. Okay, so let me write down my solution and let's do it together. So I have ry plus 2s equals ts plus 4. Okay, so we have to make S the subject from this equation, okay, meaning that we should make S stand alone, okay, the same process, okay, but now this one, we are going to apply factorization here, okay, so please follow the explanation carefully, and I've already taught you factorization in the previous videos, okay, so search for the videos that I've done on factorization so that you can apply that knowledge here, okay, because we are going to apply factorization to this question, okay, so now we have ry plus 2s equals to ts plus 4. We have to make S the subject, meaning that S should stand alone in this given equation. But watch the question very well. You can see that we have S appearing at this side of the equation, and S is also appearing at this side of the equation. Okay, so we have 2s here, we have ts here. So S is appearing at this side of the equation, and S is also appearing at this side of the equation. So when we have something like this, what we do is that we are going to group all the S at one side. Okay, so that is the first step. Okay, so having something like this, what to do is that you are going to group all the one which contains the S at one side. Okay, I'm going to repeat it one more time. So we have 2S here, we have TS here. We have to make S stand alone in this equation. So all the terms that contains the S, we are going to group them at one side. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do it. So I'm going to repeat the 2s here. Then this ts will cross the equal sign to come and join the 2s, because I've said that all the terms that contains the s, we are going to group them at one side. Okay, so it's positive ts here. When it crosses the equal sign, it becomes negative. Okay, so minus ts equals to the 4 is there. Then this ry will also cross the equal sign to go and join the 4 which is there. It is positive here. When it crosses the equal sign, it becomes minus ry. I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so now what we need to do now is that for us to get S to stand alone, look, we have 2s here, we have ts here. Okay, and our minus sign is here. Okay, so we need to get S out of them to stand alone, and the only way to get S out of them is to apply the factorization that I've taught you. Okay, that's why I'm encouraging you to watch the videos that I've done on factorization. So we are going to apply that knowledge here. Okay, so now for us to get S out of these two terms, we need to factorize S out. That's the only way. You cannot say you are dividing through by 2 minus t. No, it is wrong. Students make those mistakes a lot. Okay, so if you go and divide through by 2 minus t to cancel out, it is wrong. Okay, it is very wrong to do that. Okay, so the only way is to factorize S out of them. Okay, so these 2s minus ts, let's factorize S out of them. And factorization means we are bringing the common things out, as I've taught you in the previous videos. Okay, so this 2s and minus the ts, what is common to them is s, so we are going to bring the s out. So my s out, then you bring your bracket like this, then you ask yourself, what will I put here so that when I multiply it by the s, I'll get this 2s back, and that is 2. You bring your minus, which is here, you ask yourself again, what will I put here so that when I multiply it by the s, I'll get this ts back, and that is going to be t. Okay, so this is the factorization that you need to do. So s into bracket 2 minus t equals, then you repeat your 4 minus ry, which is at this side. Okay, I hope you understand the explanation. Okay, so for us to get our s to stand alone, now you can see that this 2 minus t is multiplying the s. Okay, so for us to get s stand alone, we are going to divide through by the coefficient of the s, and the coefficient of the s is this 2 minus t. Okay, so they are multiplying, so now we can divide here by 2 minus t and here also by 2 minus t. Okay, please, I hope you are following and you understand up to this point, so that this 2 minus t can cancel this 2 minus t away. Okay, so we have our s equals 4 minus ry all over 2 minus t. So s is standing alone from the equation, so it means we've made s the subject. Okay, so this is how to handle a question of this nature. Okay, so I hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it as well. Okay, if you are confused somewhere, it means you don't really understand the factorization. Okay, which means that you need to go and watch the videos that I've done on the factorization so that it will help you to be able to apply it here. Okay, so thank you, and don't forget to like the video and also share the video as well. I'll come your way again in another video whilst we solve more questions on this type, okay, where you have to apply the factorization to be able to do your change of subject. Okay, bye bye.